Saki? Saki's with me, but Sis is nowhere to be found.
Don't worry. Kagura's okay. And Aya's with her.
That's great to hear. And Aya too.
Getting in contact with you definitely makes me feel a lot better, Anna.
I trust the two of you aren't too bruised up?
We're fine. Thank you for asking. Sorry to keep you waiting.
This ends now. surprised even myself. Does it make a difference? Just pay attention to what you're doing.
I'm sorry.
this result? Come at me. Penangolins, huh? We don't have time for this.
If I'm not mistaken, they chase you when your back is turned, right?
Yeah, they're no threat by themselves, but if they attack in groups, you're boned. I'm going to stomp out the whole lot of them anytime. Let's take them down!
I'll take over. Wow! This is great! I have to keep this up. Set this one out.
Alright, I am still recovering. And I'm also still learning how to play this game again. Man, remember, I did a lot of videos for this. I don't think it was right when it came out. I think I got my PS4 like a couple months after it came out. I did everything in this game. I got the Platinum Trophy. At the time, my PC was in the shop, and I just didn't really have anything else to play. Okay. I did a donation drive for the PS4, and I remember I had to pay a pretty significant chunk of it myself because I just didn't feel like constantly begging for money and stuff. So when I actually got the PS4, I think this was like the only game that I had. I think I had this and like Knights of Valor, and those are the only two games I had. So I had played this game to death. However, I've already talked about the issues with this game at length. It is a very satisfying game to play when you master it. It's going to take me a while to get back to that level. However, the problem, one of the reasons why I stopped playing it wasn't really necessarily that I was burnt out on it. I actually did like a one-sitting speed run of it. I think that was required for one of the trophies at some point. Is that when you play this game at a high level on the base PS4, the game can't handle it. Because basically you have 4 characters, you can have them all on the screen, like filling the screen with projectiles and all these crazy attacks and particle effects. And I see a lot of people saying that this game doesn't drop frames on the PS4. It basically tells me that they didn't really try to play the game at a high level, which is understandable. There's a lot of design flaws with this game, like just the boss battles in particular are probably the worst part of it. The enemies are not particularly interesting either. There are some interesting enemies, I guess, later on, if I remember correctly, but the bosses are definitely the weakest part. You basically cannot play them defensively. Like they do have like a just dodge mechanic and a counter off it, but it does no damage. So you basically just need to play 100% aggressive, which is actually very fun, very exhilarating when in this game. When you get to that level, you need to unlock a bunch of stuff to make that possible too. It's very hard to do it at the beginning of the game, but you know the bosses definitely feel a bit artificial. You can't stagger them, so the combo system is basically pointless on them. And like I said, if you try to like just dodge and counter, you're going to be doing pixels of damage. So you definitely want to play this game. You just want to like chain everything together. This game has such an amazing flow to the combat that you can't really appreciate until you put a ton of time into it. I don't think it was until like maybe the first half of my first playthrough or the second half of my first playthrough where I really started to understand how things work. And the upgrades definitely play a big factor as well. There are a lot of mechanics in this game that just aren't explained. I'm actually going to have to go back and watch the old videos I did, because I basically started utilizing all the mechanics towards the end of my time with the game, pretty much right around the time that I got the Platinum Trophy. So I'll probably play this some more. It seems to be holding up pretty good now. I'm not exactly sure how it will hold up when you have all 4 characters and everybody has their strongest moves and stuff, because that puts a ton of particle effects and stuff on the screen. So that is why I got this again on PC. This game is such a blast to play once you have everything unlocked and you put significant time into mastering the mechanics. But the PS4 couldn't really handle it being played in that fashion. So we'll see what happens there. Anyway, I know this is kind of pushing the boundaries of Musou Mei. I do consider this to be a Musou game. I mean, it pretty much just has the Orochi mechanic ripped wholesale. A lot of other things as well. There are lots of enemies on the screen. It is far more mechanically robust than most Musou games, maybe besides Basara. The characters aren't terribly different. There are a lot of attacks you'll definitely be using a lot. You saw me using the chainsaw chick. I think her name is Aya. I used the launcher on her triangle attack in the air to kind of get a relaunch. Stuff like that you'll be doing a lot, but it's really just about mastering having all 4 movesets and kind of how you chain them together and just make just this whirlwind of death. It's definitely really fun, so I'm definitely going to be looking into revisiting this game, since obviously funds to purchase new games, and just in general there's not really anything going on this month in the first place. So I'll probably continue more of this maybe after Musou May, or maybe on stream as well. Thanks for watching. Peace.